Good morning, children. I'm Divya, CRT Bioscience, KGBV Silsila. Today I'm going to tell a ninth class topic, second lesson, plant tissues. And this is a part 2. Children, we have learnt about tissues and the cell arrangement in different parts in part 1. Today we are going to learn about the types of tissues. Children, before going to start our topic, I want to tell you one story. One day, Harita and Lata went to a garden. There, she saw a gardener cutting the tips of the plants with a cutter. She had a doubt and she asked the gardener to clear it. Uncle, how do the plants grow if the tips have been cut off? And he said, branches will grow from sides. Later, she saw another gardener watering a stump. And she asked him, Uncle, why are you watering the stump? And he said, the stump will soon bear leaves. Still, Harita had a question in her mind. How will the leaves come and how plants are grown? Children, do you know the answers? Now we will discuss about that. Children, what is this? Yes, it's a plant. It's a plant. It is grown with the help of a number of tissues. Okay. Generally, types of tissues here. Generally, types are 4. Okay. First one is meristematic tissue. Second one is dermal tissue. And third one ground tissue. Fourth one vascular tissue. And first one meristematic tissue. Tissues that brings about oral growth and repair are called meristematic tissue. Second one, tissues that form outer coverings are called dermal tissues. Tissues that form the bulk of the plant body, helping in packing other tissues are called ground tissue. Last one, tissues that help in transport of materials are called as vascular tissue. And characteristics of meristematic tissue. Cells are small in size and have thin cell wall. How they arrange cells in meristematic tissue? Cells are in small size and have thin cell wall. Next, living with prominent nucleus and abundant cytoplasm. Compactly arranged without intercellular space. Children, how the cells arranged in meristematic tissue? Compactly arranged without intercellular space. Next, continuously dividing cells. Next, types of meristematic tissue. Generally, in meristematic tissue, 3 types are there. First one is apical meristem and lateral meristem. Finally, intercalary meristem. Children, observe this table. Yes, here type, location, function. Here 3 types of meristems and where it located and what is the function of meristem. First one is apical meristem. The location of apical meristem is tips of stems and roots. And function of apical meristem, increase length at tips. Second, intercalary meristem, located at between the tip and base of stems and leaves. And function of intercalary meristem, increase between nodes. Third, lateral meristem. The location of lateral meristem, sides of stems and roots. And function of lateral meristem, increase diameter. Children, observe it clearly. The meristematic tissue located not only in roots, not only in stems. Okay, meristematic, it's located in root and shoot tips. Next, observe this picture as it's a dicot stem. Okay, It having meristematic tissue, vascular tissue, ground tissue and dermal tissue. Children, we have already discussed meristematic tissue. Okay, and in that meristematic tissue, characteristics of meristematic tissue and types of meristematic tissue we have done. Next, second one, dermal tissue. We can find the dermal tissues over the entire surface of the plant body. Dermal tissue usually consists of a single layer of cells. Based on their functions and location, they are divided into three types. And they are, first one is epidermis, it's the outermost layer. Second, stomatal guard cells. And third, epidermal hair. Dermal tissue are comparatively thicker than the cells of meristematic tissue. In desert plant, it may be even more thick and waxy. Small pores are seen in the epidermis of the leaves called stomata. Stomata have two kidney-shaped cells called guard cells. Cells in the root have long hair-like parts, root hair. Have you ever seen a sticky substances on the trunk of branches of trees like a acacia, neem? The dermal tissue protects the plants from loss of water, mechanical damage like barking and splitting of branches, and innervation by parasitic and disease causing organisms. In big trees, the dermal tissue forms several layers. Above the epidermis, it is called bark. Stomata and root hair are also dermal tissues that are essential for gaseous exchange, transpiration, as well as absorption of water and minerals. Photosynthesis is also carried out by certain cells of the tissue. Up to here we have done our meristematic and dermal tissue. In the next session we will discuss about two tissues. Those are ground tissue and vascular tissue. Thank you, children.